Right, it seems like it's been an absolute age since I was stood in front of the camera in my own loft doing an under-closer inspection, but here we are, and today I've got something very special for you. It's the Class 800 test train coaches. Can you believe it's been nearly 2 years to the month almost since I did a review on the ends of the test train. Now they were fantastic, but they have lived in a box for 2 years because I haven't had the coach pack, which has finally arrived. There was a brief point where I did think these weren't coming, but I'm so pleased that they are finally here, and they've not disappointed. Right, I'm going to get these unboxed now and have a play on New Junction. Some of you may have seen the recent Basingstoke Model Railway show. I did have these with me, and we had a play on the Hornby magazine layout West Coast Cement, and also I was lucky enough to tempt the boys over at Loftus Road to let me have a play on there as well. So I'll run that footage now while I get these unboxed, ready for the closer look. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's nice to see a train of mine on some very, very top quality layouts. Right, as you can see, I've got the 3 coaches out of the box, and well, it's a coach. There's not a lot you can say at this stage, so let's get the camera much closer and we'll take a look at the details. So I've gone down to 1 coach and it just fits in my light box. Now, these coaches retail for around 170, 180 pounds, which you could say is a lot of money for 3 coaches. Now, being limited edition and they are fitted with lighting, which I'll show you at the end, I do think they're probably priced about right for this kind of market. However, they're not going to get off that easy. Let's see what the details look like a bit closer up. So being a light grey coach, the pressure on Hornby to get some detail on the model has been quite high. Now, you can probably already tell I'm not disappointed because I've brought one. You can see the destination boards are clear and crisp. You've got the air conditioning vents on top. There's even some wiring which joins the coaches. Now the wheels and bogie sets are very highly detailed. And as you can see, all the small warning stickers on the side are very nicely applied, and they are of course level and straight. So coming to the end of the coach, you can see there's some very nice detail. It's often an area which gets forgotten because I suppose it's not really seen, and then being in the middle of a train, because you wouldn't have an open-ended coach as it were, it's not really something they needed to do. However, they have done it, and if you're feeling really brave, you could join these wire connectors up with bits of wire or solder or whatever to really add to the detail, and I'm sure someone somewhere will do it. I should say at this stage the couplings are very close. As you can see, it's sort of like an NEM socket but on its side, and they plug and play very easily. Now I've been, as you've seen, ragging this around the layout and also taking it to other layouts and taking them on and off the track and things, and they're very robust couplings, so there's no worry there. Now again, we can see how plain this coach actually is. Now it's still very nicely done. The detail on the underframe is very nice. You could lightly weather it up, I suppose, but I think as usual I'll be keeping this one clean because it's a new favourite of the collection. Now it's quite hard to see the seating detail inside the window with the lights off. However, believe me, it is there, and the shape to the seats does match the real deal. Now again, they didn't have to do this, but as the coach is lit, so when it goes round, there's attention drawn to the seats. This is a nice detail. So all in all, these are very nice coaches. They certainly make a nice addition to my fleet, that's for sure. Now these are limited to 500 packs to go with the 500 ends that they made. So if you are on the fence with getting some, I would say don't hang around, go and grab some. Now I was lucky enough to grab mine from Tony's Trains, my local model shop, but of course in the current climate, if you are self-isolating as it were, make sure you still support the local businesses, the local shops. For example, Tony has a new website, so that's what I'll be using for the next few weeks while I'm on my own at home self-isolating. So there will be a link in the description for that new website down below, so make sure you check him out. So now I'm going to put these on the layout and stop hovering around. If this video turns out to be slightly unfocused, I will be putting some photos on the New Junction Facebook page, so make sure you check that out, and you'll be able to see the details much clearer, much crisper. And I can't wait for the LNER version to come out. I'll be front and centre of the queue for that one. Right, what I'm going to do now is put them on the track and show you the lighting. So I've got the 800 back on the layout, and I've turned the loft lights off. Now, as you can see, I'm pointing at my pilot sidings there with two lamps, and as you can see coming round the layout is the rather bright Azuma. Now, a lot of this is going to be the camera making it look really bright, but as you can see, you've got the white headlights on the ends, but the actual hue of the loco is a really nice colour. Now I'll try and add some photos to this, but on the camera it looks extremely bright, and as you can see there's a tiny bit of light bleed on the sides of the coaches. Now if that really bothered you, you could easily fix that. Just take the bodies off and paint them with some black paint, but no, it's a very nice touch, and I hope things will come as standard with coach lighting fitted going forward. So yeah, I like it. Now onto some running in the daylight.
The next train to depart from platform 0 will be the 1503 LNER Azuma service to Leeds, calling at Peterborough, Doncaster, Wakefield Westgate and Leeds. This train is formed of 5 coaches. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. First class accommodation is towards the front of the train.
there we go. That's my view on Hornby's new Class 800 Hitachi test train coaches. That's a bit of a mouthful. Right, it suits my East Coast mainline theme very well, as you can see, just pulling into the station now, and I'm going to bring it to a stop as I also end this video. Right, thank you very much as ever for watching, guys. Right, it's going to be a bit busy in the next few weeks from me. There are videos coming. I've been filming mad with this layout because obviously it's moving, so stay tuned for lots more, and the content will be coming back very soon. Otherwise, take care and see you in the next one.